And I want to get onto this administration and their negligence when it comes to border protection and this stunning revelation from the former chief of their border protection patrols.
I've never had one conversation with the president or the vice president for that matter. And so I was the chief of the Border Patrol. I commanded 21,000 people. That's a problem.
Kristen, that's just remarkable. I mean, you think the president would talk to him if he's interested in fixing the problem, but certainly the vice president, because she was charged with trying to come up with some sort of border solution.
Yes, I mean, not only are they just ignoring this issue, they are actively making it worse by just completely leaving these Border Patrol agents to their own devices. This is unfortunately a problem that's been going on for years. I used to be a reporter for Breitbart News stationed on the Texas-Mexico border, and the guys down there were completely on their own then. Of course, the crossing numbers have gone up significantly and exponentially under Joe Biden because the border crossers and those looking to cross our border know that Donald Trump could very well be elected in just a few short months. So they are working hard to get across it now while we still have Joe Biden. They are completely changing this country. And one more thing, and changing it for the worse, by the way. I mean, crime's out of control, all these problems we talk about every week. One thing I also found very interesting about that clip, Chris, is that this was broadcast on CBS News, 60 Minutes. This is a very far left-wing network that is usually very soft on the Biden administration and Democrats in general. The fact that they are airing this Border Patrol agents' complaints and these statements really tells you something about the way the media is framing the Biden administration and the fact that so many on the left now in the establishment wings of the media want Biden gone.
Yeah, a very, very important observation. That it also shows that the border issue is becoming very much a mainstream issue right across your country if it's running on 60 Minutes in that way. Let's get back to the president as well and the fact that he's just dithering along every time he performs in public or speaks in public, the people are just dismayed at what they're seeing. Here's the latest commentary from Joe Biden.
Putin was certain that NATO would fracture. I met with him right after being elected president, right after I was sworn in, and we talked about this very issue. In the fall, he decided to, look, I shouldn't get into this probably. It gets me a little excited.
Good Lord, Kristen. Good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, these gaffes happen so often now, they hardly even make the news. It's just almost every day, at least multiple times a week, the President of the United States is having clear lapses in his mental abilities, and it's really embarrassing. It's terrifying at this point, but they're not even really trying to hide it anymore. I'm really starting to wonder, though, whether or not he will be pushed aside for another nominee. He might just insist that he stay as the Democrat nominee for president. And if that's the case, there's a real chance we're going to have a Kamala Harris presidency, because I just don't see, Chris, how this man is going to get through another 4+ years on this job. It's really stunning to see these constant gaffes. And again, they're not even shocking anymore because of how frequently they happen.
Can't wait for that first debate. It's next month. It's only weeks away. If it happens, it should be a ripper. Exactly. Thanks for joining us again, Kristen.
Thank you, Chris.